Good evening and welcome to the State of Business on Now Television. I'm Chamud Fernando. Let's have a look at the headlines. Government signs MOU with Microsoft to enhance AI education in the country. The all-share price index of the Colombo Stock Exchange become a top index in the world. Now the news in detail. The Ministry of Education and Microsoft Company have signed a memorandum of understanding paved the way for the integration of artificial intelligence into the school curriculum. The MOU was signed at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday.
The initiative will initially be rolled out in 20 selected schools across 20 districts with a commitment to provide conducive classrooms and necessary technical equipment. A dedicated team from Microsoft will extend support to facilitate online educational activities. Prior to the signing, President Ranil Wickremesinghe engaged in discussions with the Microsoft representatives at the President's office. Education Minister Susil Premajayantha revealed that the program aims for full implementation by 2025, highlighting the government's commitment to modernizing and enhancing the education system. The event also saw the presence of the US Ambassador to Sri Lanka, Julie Chung, who emphasized the significant opportunity this initiative presents for the Sri Lankan people. Guests at the event included Minister of State for Technology Kanaka Herath, Senior Advisor to the President on National Security Sagar Ratnayaka, as well as senior officials from Microsoft. Representatives from various educational institutions and students, teachers and principals were also present at the event.
Speaking at the event, the ambassador of the United States to Sri Lanka, Julie Chung, also said that the artificial intelligence is a modern-day reality and that it should be embraced to do something good for the world rather than shy away from it.
We gather here today for this exciting moment, the signing of this MOU between the Sri Lankan Ministry of Education and Microsoft. We stand at the brink of the future. When we think of technology and AI, people think it's coming, but it's not coming, it's already here, and we have to embrace it. Some people are curious, some people are excited, some of you may be anxious about AI too. But no matter what we feel, it is here. And I really admire all the efforts of the ministries and the government to grasp that opportunity and take the country forward with opportunity with private sector like companies like Microsoft. Now, as you know, when technology, think of technology, at the time when I was growing up, we typed on typewriters and we listened to music on cassette tapes. Do you even know what a cassette tape looks like? We had those little cassette tapes and we listened to that. Maybe even record players for some of us as well. We would have never imagined 2024, the technology that we have here, the technology of having everything on your phone, the technology of using that amazing innovation to go to space, to do science, to do medicine. And of course, just like the famous line in Spider-Man, they say, with great power comes great responsibility. So you take this innovation and technology and do something good with it.
The all-share price index of the Colombo Stock Exchange has emerged as one of the top-performing primary equity indices globally in 2024, according to the Bloomberg market data released recently. As of Monday, the ASPI recorded a remarkable positive price return of 12.96% in US dollars terms, securing the 7th spot among the best-performing stock market indices worldwide.
The feed puts the Colombo Bourse ahead of prominent indices such as those of Japan and London, signaling a significant boost in investor confidence. The recent surge in the Colombo Stock Exchange has been fueled by a variety of factors, including a decline in interest rates and shifting investor sentiments towards equities. Despite a decrease in average daily turnover, the Colombo Bourse witnessed a gain of 2.63% last week, extending its winning streak to 10 sessions. While profit-taking did cause temporary dips, continued buying pressure ensured a positive trajectory for the index, reaching its highest point of 11,356 points in 2024 so far. Looking ahead, analysts at First Capital anticipate further growth for the ASPI, projecting a range between 13,000 to 14,000 points by the end of 2024. The optimistic outlook is driven by expectations of a moderate recovery in earnings supported by tax revisions and a substantial decline in interest rates, prompting a potential market re-rating.
Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. The Cabinet of Ministers has given the green light for the establishment of an interministerial tourism committee in a bid to streamline and maximize the potential of Sri Lanka's vibrant tourism sector. This was announced by the Cabinet spokesman and Minister Bandula Gunawardena at the post-Cabinet meeting press briefing yesterday.
This committee, chaired by Secretary to the President Saman Ekanayaka, aims to enhance coordination and foster cohesive decision-making processes across relevant government agencies. The committee will comprise representatives from various government agencies, pooling together their expertise and resources to drive tourism growth effectively. With responsibilities and regulations dispersed among multiple entities, efficient coordination is crucial to fully harness the sector's potential and achieve desired outcomes. Recognizing tourism as a key contributor to foreign exchange earnings, the 2024 budget outlines several initiatives aimed at boosting the sector. This includes the implementation of a comprehensive long-term program with the ambitious goal of attracting a minimum of 5 million tourists annually. The proposal for establishing this interministerial committee was spearheaded by Tourism Minister Harin Fernando.
The Government of India has pledged a generous grant of $61.5 million to fully develop the port of Kasanture in Jaffna. The announcement came during a meeting between Indian High Commissioner Santosh Jha and Sri Lanka's Port, Shipping and Aviation Minister Nimo Siripala de Silva in Colombo recently.
Under this project, a new breakwater will be constructed and the port will be dredged up to a depth of 30 meters, enabling it to accommodate deep draft vessels. During the discussion, High Commissioner Jha reiterated India's commitment to fostering regional cooperation and connectivity, emphasizing the importance of enhancing ties between the two countries. The High Commissioner also pledged full support to attract more Indian tourists to Sri Lanka, designating it as a top-tier travel destination. Minister De Silva highlighted ongoing construction of the new terminal with an investment of 600 million rupees aimed at enhancing the convenience of Indian tourists. The Cabinet recently approved measures to promote tourism between India and Sri Lanka, including a significant reduction in embarkation taxes for passengers departing via passenger ferries.
The government has decided to operate the Sapugaskanda oil refinery as a public enterprise independent of the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation. This decision, approved by the Cabinet of Ministers, aimed to modernize and upgrade the refinery's infrastructure to ensure operational efficiency and viability for the next 25 years. Power and Energy Minister Kanchana Wijesekar announced that expressions of interest will be issued to select a suitable investment partner to address the existing operational challenges and upgrade the infrastructure facilities.
The decision follows discussions with the Indian Oil Company regarding a proposed multi-product oil pipeline connecting Nagapatnam, Trincomalee Tank Farm and Colombo. The Cabinet also approved the procurement process for the development plans Phase 1 in the upper tank area of China Harbour, Trincomalee, aiming to lease 61 tanks to Trincomalee Terminal for 50 years. The Sapugaskanda oil refinery, built in 1969 with assistance from Iran, currently meets only 25% of the local demand for refined petroleum products. The government aims to attract essential investments from both domestic and foreign private sectors, reflecting a broader trend of restructuring and modernizing state-owned enterprises. In November 2023, the Cabinet approved a contract with Sinopec to establish a new petroleum refinery and product processing center in Hambantota.
Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on negative notes today. The All-Share Price Index dropped 35.37 points to close at 11,240.94 and the S&P SL 20 dropped 0.92 points to close at 3,208.74. The turnover was 0.9 billion rupees and over 44 million shares were traded. Up next are Forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe our channel on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.